Things change over time, but one thing has stayed consistent. Celebrating 30 years on the air on WROI is the first federal program. Hosts may have changed, but the program is still the same. Now continuing a long-standing tradition, streaming on the First Federal Facebook page and on WROI. It's time for the First Federal program.
And good morning. It is time now for the First Federal program, and we welcome Todd and Tanner to the program. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, Randy.
How we doing?
Doing good. It's a little dark out there this morning.
Getting a little darker every morning, it seems like.
No rain, though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No wind yet.
No, I was going to say that. I think that's all going to come once daylight hits. But it's Football Friday. What would we?
Yeah.
Why would we want any other weather
It's
than
been an
rain?
interesting weather football season so far
it
for
is.
high school, hasn't it?
Last Friday, rain pre-game, all that during, and then it cleared up and rained afterwards. So we did have a nice stoppage, so window there. Tonight, I'm not sure we're going to get that window.
You have the best seat in the house, though.
Thank goodness. As long as I have a press box, I'm safe.
Yep.
I won't float away.
Yep. But yeah, hopefully the rain doesn't come in till later this evening. We have our last Community Appreciation Day event of the year today over at our Winnemac branch.
That's right.
So we're excited for that. That's from 11 to 2 today. So come join us for a delicious lunch from Winnemac Corner Deli. Also, we're going to have free paper shredding, so come get rid of all those unwanted documents you've been storing for a while.
Spin the wheel.
And you can spin the wheel to win some great First Federal Savings Bank prizes. We got giveaways. We got raffle prize you can enter for. So a lot of things going on over in Winnemac. So please stop by. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, head on over. Just a short drive.
Yeah.
A short drive. Hopefully it's a straight route, but sometimes they're doing construction.
I think they finally stopped all that construction on 4K. I think they're caught up for now.
Good.
At least maybe till this afternoon when you head over there.
I think the last time I went over there, I had to do a little detour. So it took a
And
little
welcome everybody out to that.
Yes. It's always fun to see our Winnemac customers. We brought some trivia with me this morning.
We got one or two today.
Just one.
See, they
They doubled up on you
They
last
doubled
week?
up on me last week.
Oh, did you get it right?
No, I didn't even bat 500. I was over.
Oh.
Well, this is in honor of our special guest.
Yes. And,
TJ DuBois. From
yes.
the
Yes. Next month, October, which we're almost in October next week, is Fire Prevention Month. So we have two members of the Rochester Fire Department with us this morning. We got TJ DuBois, who's the fire chief, and Alec Descoteaux, who's the captain. So they'll be joining us later on in the program to talk about fire prevention, give us some tips on how we can stay safe, and all that good stuff. So, with that being said, we got a fire-related question.
Oh no, pressure's on today.
Which American city was the first to have a fire engine?
Okay.
I'll give you 4 choices.
Don't be over there Googling it. They both grabbed their
Oh,
phones.
sure, yeah.
Department.
That's surprising.
They can play along.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get all show to think about it, so you don't have to answer right now. Is it New York City, Philadelphia, Boston, or Baltimore?
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Any of those could be. Those
And they're all
all those are valid. Yeah.
Yep. They're all some of the earliest ones. So.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that for a while.
Sports, like we were mentioning at the top of the program, high school football. Plenty of games going on tonight. Rochester, who's got a good season going on, record of 4-1. They host the Peru Tigers, so CRC matchup tonight.
Homecoming.
2-3. Homecoming. Then only one home game left. That'll be senior night after this one. What time's pregame?
6:40.
6:40.
7
right
o'clock kickoff.
Right here on WROI Giant FM. Tippecanoe Valley also having a strong season at 4-1. They head on the road tonight at Jimtown, who is 3-2. Caston Comets got their first win of the year last week. Congratulations to them. They are 1-4. They travel to Culver, who is also 1-4. That should be a good matchup tonight.
That's also homecoming at Culver.
Yes, and Winnemac 2-2, and they travel to North Miami, who is 3-2.
That'll be a good matchup. I
Yeah.
think we've got some good area games
Yeah.
this week. So
Warriors versus Warriors.
yeah,
Winnemac.
I think the
North
Warriors
Miami.
will win.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Put your money on the Warriors.
I'll put your money on the Warriors.
College football, got a bunch of in-state matchups going on tomorrow. A bunch of all early games, no night games out of these matchups. Got Purdue, who is just struggling right now. The last 2 weeks have not been good if you're a Purdue fan like myself. They're 1-2. They're looking to try to get in the win call, back in the win call. Maybe Big Ten play will help turn things around. I don't know. They're hosting Nebraska tomorrow, and it is Purdue's homecoming tomorrow.
Okay.
Nebraska's 3-1, coming off a tough overtime loss to Illinois. Nebraska's a 10-point favorite. That game's at noon on Peacock.
Okay.
So the only way you can watch it
Yeah.
is if you're a Peacock subscriber.
Uh-huh.
And if you are a Peacock subscriber, you might as well leave it on that channel because Notre Dame is on Peacock tomorrow. Notre Dame's ranked 16th. They are 3-1 after beating Miami, Ohio last week. They face number 15 Louisville, who's headed by Purdue's former coach Jeff Brom. They are undefeated on the season. That game's at 3:30, like I said, on Peacock. Notre Dame's a 7-point favorite.
Louisville won last year, right?
Louisville won that game down at Louisville last year, so
Yeah, it could be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Irish not still playing the best.
yeah. Well, they did.
They need to get back to Lafayette a little more often.
But yeah, that should be an interesting game tomorrow. And then Indiana, the hottest team in the state, at 4-0. They host Maryland tomorrow, who's 3-1. That game's at noon, but on the Big Ten Network. And Indiana's a 7-point favorite.
That's a lot of points for Indiana,
Yeah.
historically.
They're putting up a lot of
They
points.
are buddies.
So,
What I saw, they're averaging like 50.
yeah,
So
yep.
this is probably their toughest
Yeah,
test.
this
I
would be
think
the
of
toughest
the
test.
four. And
Yeah.
from here on out, they're not going to have great
Yeah,
cakewalk.
it's
I mean,
conference play
yeah,
now,
it's-
so it's.
Good news is they've only I think they're on the road 2 more times.
Yeah.
And, so
And one of them's at Northwestern
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
So,
home field advantage maybe this year.
and then Ball State's off to a kind of a rough start this year, 1-2. They travel to James Madison, who's 3-0, and that's where Indiana's coach came from.
Yeah.
James Madison's a 20-point favorite
Ooh.
in that one. They did just whip on North Carolina.
Yes, I did see that last week.
That game at 1:30 tomorrow on ESPN Plus.
Okay.
I know they took advantage of the transfer portal because most of their players came to YU.
Right, so they had to fill in the gaps from somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
So that's the way to do it. If you're going to hire a new coach, get them to bring the whole staff and players and everything. So NFL, we got the Bears hosting the Rams this week. Both teams are 1-2. The Bears are 3-point favorites. That game's Sunday at 1 o'clock on Fox. The Colts are 1-2, beating the Bears last week to get their first victory of the season. They're hosting the Steelers, who are one of 3 teams left undefeated, at 3-0.
I'm hoping they're no more defeated after that.
Yeah, the Steelers got a good defense. They
Yeah,
don't
they
score a
do.
lot of
Win.
points, but their defense makes you earn it.
We're headed down there, so
Okay, that should be
it'll be interesting.
There's going to be a lot of terrible towels.
Yes.
That fan base travels.
Yeah,
All over.
unfortunately, there'll be 3 of them in the vehicle going
Oh,
with me.
okay.
So I'm kind of
All right, you're
outnumbered.
kinda outnumbered
yeah,
there.
on Sunday, but
Plus on Giant FM too.
it will be.
Yes,
You will
yes.
be able to catch it here on Giant FM.
Steelers are 1.5-point favorites in that one. And before I get to baseball standings, I want to give a shout out to the Rochester Zebra girls golf team
Oh,
for winning
yes.
sectionals this week.
Big Saturday, man.
Yeah.
Or Monday, I guess. it
Yeah,
was.
Olivia
Monday.
Bailey and Ava Thomas both shot even par. Great scores by both ladies. So on to regionals.
Yeah,
So
it was. We kind of guessed that they would probably win the section,
Yeah.
but I don't know if anybody guessed they'd win it by 29
oh no,
strokes.
it's just dominating. I mean that's dominating no matter how you
Yeah.
cut it. And even though you guess they're going to win, it's still golf. You never
Right.
know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it's their first sectional title they've had in a while for a program that's had a lot of success.
2013,
Yeah,
I think.
for a program that's had a lot of success. So
And regionals tomorrow.
Regionals
Yeah.
tomorrow, yes.
Best wishes to the team.
Yes, absolutely. So that'll be fun. They've been fun to follow all year.
Yeah,
Hope they continue and get Coach Thomas and another trip to state.
Yeah,
So.
it'll be fun when
And MLB baseball's still going on. We're almost to the playoffs. We're starting to see the playoff picture in the American League. The Yankees, the Guardians, and the Astros have wrapped up their divisions. The Orioles have already clinched the wild card, and it looks like the Tigers and the Royals. That's changed in the last
Yeah.
2 weeks since I was last on. We took the Tigers and Royals. We'll round that out. But the Twins and Mariners are 3 games back. They still have a chance, but a lot's
Yeah.
got to go their
I
way.
was gonna say by the next couple of days
Yeah,
it'll
be
Season
wrapped
ends
up.
this weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it'll probably wrapped up
today.
by tonight.
I
Yeah.
think the Tigers can lock it up tonight
Yeah.
if they win.
Which they've been red hot. In the National League, the Dodgers, Phillies, and Brewers are your division winners. Padres locked up a wild card. Mets and Diamondbacks look like they're going to round out, but the Braves are 1 game back.
Ooh.
So there's still some
Still ready.
shuffling there.
Could be this weekend. Big
Yeah.
shuffle.
Yeah. So
I saw that the Atlanta games were postponed and moved to a doubleheader on Monday.
because the hurricane weather coming
Yeah.
up. Yep. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. Got some tidbits here this morning. On this day, 1908, Henry Ford's first Ford Model T left the plant in Detroit, Michigan.
Wow.
And on this day in 1989, Sony purchased Columbia Pictures for $3.4 billion.
Jeez.
Yeah, a lot of money, no matter how you cut it, but
Yeah.
especially back then in
Yeah,
1989.
A lot of zeros.
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately, those were about the only two positive tidbits I could find from this day, so I left a lot of them out. But we got a lot of national days today. Today's National Chocolate Milk Day.
Good day. I love chocolate.
Yeah, I do
Drink your
too.
milk.
It's German Butterbrat Day.
Ah.
Can't say I've ever had one of those. Native American Day. World Tourism Day. Hug a Vegetarian Day. AFL Grand Final Friday. That's Australian Football League.
Ah, yes.
For everybody out there, it's a pretty big deal. National Doodle Day, as in doodle with pen or pencil, not the dog breed. Cool Sword Day.
Lightsaber would be cool.
Yeah,
There,
would
there
be.
you go.
Morning Show Host Day.
Hey,
There
thank
you go, Randy.
Thank you.
Save the Koala Day. That's a good one. National Corned Beef Hash Day.
Mm.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
corned beef hash, but my wife and my dad are. Every time you go out for breakfast, if corned beef hash on the menu, they're getting it. National Crush a Can Day, Ancestor Appreciation Day, and National No Excuses Day.
Yeah, there you go.
That's,
No
for the
excuses.
football, that's for the football teams this weekend.
That's right. No excuses.
Yep, no excuses, even rain, shine.
That's right. Whatever.
Find a way to get it done. Well, First Federal today, we are open from 8:30 till 5, and tomorrow from 8:30 to noon. We'd love to see you, and if you can't make it into one of our lobbies, no worries. You can always bank with us online with our mobile app, which is free to download, no matter if you have an Android device or iPhone. Go on your Google Play Store or the App Store, type in First Federal Savings Bank or FFSB Rochester. Both of them will take you to it. Look for the white star with the green background, and you're halfway there. And our ATM's open 24/7 as well if you need some cash. And we are part of the Money Pass Network, so if you're traveling over the weekend and in an area where we don't have a branch, don't worry, go to moneypass.com. You can find the nearest ATM located to you that's part of the Money Pass program. You can get money and you won't get charged a surcharge fee. So I took advantage of that a couple times recently. So we offer Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts.
So is it hard to find an ATM then or not? Because you were out of town.
No, it's not. So there's quite a few nationally out there that are
Yeah.
part of the Money Pass Network.
It's good to know for those going on vacation.
Yep. So when you open up a new checking account right now, you get a free gift, which we're in football season, and we're giving away football cutting boards.
Perfect.
So they're very nice for your tailgate party or watch party that you're hosting at your house, whatever you're doing. We offer commercial lending for businesses. Contact Zach Reuter for more information. We had him on last week as a guest. His direct line is 574-223-1731. And if you think about retiring, I wanted to check on your 401k, IRAs, those type of things. Maybe get a 529 plan started for a relative. Contact Mark Blueball or Brian Bell of our Financial Services Department for more information. They'd love to help you. Their direct line is 574-223-1705. And you can keep up to date with the latest going on at First Federal Savings Bank by following us on all of our social media channels. That includes liking us on Facebook, following us on X and Instagram at FF Banking is our handle on those, liking us on LinkedIn, and subscribing to our YouTube channel, which you can see in our archive of the past 5 years of First Federal radio shows that we've done. And we are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927.
Got a couple upcoming events.
Yes, we
Kiwanis
do.
Fall Festival.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah. It's this
Got to mark it
weekend.
down in my notes.
The,
Takes a
Outlet-
week off.
Yeah, see what happens.
No, we got each other covered.
Yes.
Outlet Youth Center's having their
Yeah.
bingo day tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep, the big one there. You can still get tickets
Mhm.
online. The youth outlet.
I think that's 1 to 3, and
1
doors
to
open
3.
at 12:30.
Yeah.
Time to
$50 if you get in before tomorrow. $60 at the door.
And I know because I've been hosted the show the last couple of weeks, tomorrow is last free fishing day of the year.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
take advantage of that.
Yes.
You may have to take some rain gear with you.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah.
may get a
Well, that's
little
good
wet.
for fishing
Jacket or a
sometimes.
poncho. Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
So,
And also the United Way's having their annual trivia night a week from tomorrow, next Saturday. So if you're interested in that, check out the United Way Facebook page.
still spots open for a team.
There's always spots.
Always
We're
open.
raising-
I like it.
We're raising
Yep.
money.
Yep.
Yeah.
We may have about 20 teams.
That's
so
great.
That's
That's
awesome.
That's great.
Cool. All right, we are official now
Yes.
and ready for the fun part of the show.
Ready to bring our special guest this morning, which is TJ DuBois, who is the Rochester Fire Department Fire Chief, Alec Descoteaux, who is the Rochester Fire Department Captain. Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining me this morning. Randy's going to adjust that mic there for you. TJ's got to go up a little higher than some of us are used to.
Perfect. Thank you.
So October is a important month when it comes to fire safety because it is Fire Prevention Month.
It is Fire Prevention Month. So the month we like to remind everybody, not to burn. Get the smoke detectors checked. Everybody's got them. Every time we ask them, yeah, we got them. We're not sure where they're at. We're
Not sure if they work.
and 9 times out of 10 when we go and test them for them or help them with them, well, it doesn't work. And then why? And we get the batteries out. Well, the batteries haven't been changed in 4 or 5 years. Or there's no battery at all in there. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
So that's what this month is really about. We spend a lot of time over at the schools talking to the kids about what to do if they did catch fire, or how to get out of the fire, crawl in and finding the safe doors, safe ways out. And I think we'll spend in 2 weeks at all the different schools, preschools, going back and forth. So it is a very, very busy month for the fire department.
And talking about smoke detectors, if somebody wants one, how can they get one? Does the fire department offer those?
We do here. We are partnered with the American Red Cross here currently, and they provide us with them. All we have to provide them with is a little bit of information from the client, and we'll come and help them with the install. We can give them up to 2. We also have some that are for hearing impaired. That's something fairly new to us, but it comes with a bed shaker.
Oh, wow.
So, or if you're just a hard sleeper, that might be
Yeah.
important there. But for right now, we do have them. Just call up the station. Monday night, October 7th, we'll be going door to door through, I believe, the Bellwood Acres community. This is something we've been doing for roughly 10 years now. We take a different section of the city each year. We've gone through most of the city limits, so we're kind of getting that outer edge. Today's smoke detectors last about 10 years, and we have covered the city in about 7, so we're trying to hit those outer areas before we come back in and re-hit those same areas again. Most detectors today only last 10 years. They're all built that way specifically to go out of service at 10 years. So even if you change the batteries, you're probably still getting this annoying beep. We get that constantly. Hey, it still beeps when I change it. We get there and read the back, and it's at the expiration date. So with that being said, a lot of manufacturers have gone to this style right here. This is a kitty. It has a built-in lithium battery that lasts 10 years.
Okay.
So when the battery's dead, the unit's dead.
Okay.
So that's what we have out there. They are free if you need them, and we will help you install them if you need to. Just call up the station, and anybody can help you with that. We may have to schedule that time. We can't predict emergencies, so
Sure.
we do have to work around that.
Now, do you still run into homes that have them hardwired in as well, or not? Is that not as common now in 2024?
It's more common now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go ahead with that, Alec.
Building codes, basically. A lot of new construction, they want hardwired,
Okay.
and that also, interconnected, intercommunicating smoke detectors are now more and more common. You can get them; they're more available on the market.
Okay.
Basically, if you should have a smoke detector on every level of your home.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they'll talk to each other, and they'll all go off at one time if one of them's detecting something.
Okay.
So that helps with letting you know where the problem is.
Sure. Now, do those have a life expectancy on them as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're most of them are about 10 years.
About 10 years, same ballpark. Okay.
So why is that important, Alec? If I'm sleeping upstairs and my furnace is in the basement and it goes off.
Well, smoke rises, right? So if you're upstairs above that, you're getting all that smoke initially. That detector is going to go off. You might not hear the one in the basement if you have just a sole unit down there. It's not connected to the other one. So having them interconnected, if you have one on the level that you're sleeping on, it's going to wake you up faster and give you more chance to get out of the home.
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. What are some easy safety measures that people can take besides smoke detectors when it comes to safety for fire prevention?
You should always have 2 ways out of your home. practice fire escape plans. I have meeting areas. If it's a big tree across the road or something like that, make sure everyone in the home can meet in one spot. That's pretty important. Of course, changing your batteries. You want to make sure that those are changed. Test your detectors at least once a month. That's why we do what we do, or with our blitz, we go around and we make sure that everyone's detectors are working, and if they aren't, of course we'll install some for them.
And fire extinguishers, still something that you recommend everybody has in their home?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's feeling this one, but yeah. No, fire extinguishers are very important.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a quick knockdown for them. Any fire you think you can take care of with a fire extinguisher,
Right.
what we would expect you to do. But if it's getting bigger,
Sure,
you don't
sure,
get.
sure.
That's the time to get out that door.
Sure.
Alec hit on the location once you get outside, that safety spot, that meeting spot. That's something that kind of got ignored for years. And if you've got little ones at home, make sure that you go over that with it so you're all meeting there and you're not lost. It's pretty chaotic in a fire. And even in a business, if you have an evacuation plan, make sure you all get to the same location. Because a lot of people don't realize when that fire truck pulls up, they're going to want somebody to tell them they're all out or there's a few people in or something. And if they're still in, they're not going to pull hoses. Those guys are going to pack up. They're going to go in and get everybody out first. So you've delayed their action by not getting out of the building and getting someplace where they can locate you. That's one that I find over and over again in all the places that we go and we talk to. It's like, well, we meet here. They go over there and they meet that. It's like, well, how do you know that everybody got out?
Yeah.
We need that information. That's the best thing you can do for us
Communication's key.
when we pull up and say they're all out or no, there's 2 people in and they were here last. That will help us.
Especially with kids. Obviously,
sure.
the kids are going to be scared. They're going
Sure.
to be, so you want them to be with the parents somewhere so you know they're out.
And then, if there's smoke filling the building, get down low. Get down low below it. You cannot inhale this stuff. There's so many toxins in the smoke today versus what it used to be. I mean, when we used to be firefighters, back before my time, that they would go in with no air pack. But everything was wood. We built everything out of
Right.
wood, and it's like sitting out the campfire. Today, it's all plastic. Plastic produces this nasty black smoke. 1 or 2 breaths and you'll be on the ground.
Speaking with Rochester Fire Department Fire Chief T.D. DuBois and Captain Alec Descoteaux this morning, talking about Fire Prevention Month, which is coming up here in October, just starting next week. You guys got a event going on tomorrow. Talk about that a little bit.
We do. So tomorrow, noon to 3, we'll have an open house at the fire station. We call it our safety day, and we started this, I don't know, maybe 17, 16, and just kind of kept growing. And then 19, we had to kind of peel off of that as COVID kind of got into there, and we haven't had anybody in the building since then. We've got a very new department as far as turnaround with people and personnel, so it's a good time to come out and see us and learn some of these people that are going to help serve your community for the next 20 years. Some of the events we have going on, we have both Parkview and Lutheran will be out there with things going on with them. We'll have a obstacle course set up for the kids if they want to go through that. You can look at the smoke detectors or talk to us about the different ones and which ones you might want where. We also have the ham operators, I believe, are coming. Law enforcement will be out there. We're going to cut up a car and a demo there. So I'm told that Samaritan might be over there, the helicopter, but again, we can't predict emergency, so I'm not going to promise you that they'll be there. It should be a fun day. I believe there's some food, some hot dogs. Anything I'm forgetting, Alec?
You mentioned the obstacle course,
Got the obstacle course.
so
I think anybody wants to come out and challenge Alec on that, he's up for that.
I'll go for a challenge.
And what time's that again?
That is noon to 3. So come out, check out the fire station, ask questions if you've got any, or I mean, even if it's not smoke detector, it could be carbon monoxide or anything you have that might be something we can help you with. Come out and see us tomorrow, and maybe go to the Kiwanis Fall Festival afterwards.
There you go. And you were talking about turnover with your staff. How many firefighters do you currently have on staff, and how many volunteers? And are you looking for any new volunteers?
Always looking for more. Come out and talk to us about that tomorrow too. Currently, we have 11 career firefighters, so they're there 24 hours a day, and then we have 21 volunteers currently, and that number's dwindling slowly. Volunteerism is something that's getting very, very hard to get anymore. Some of that had to do with the state and the restrictions they put on there. They've lifted some of those, so it's a little easier to get you in the door now and get you started. But yeah, if it's something you're interested in, come see us. We can always use more help.
Yeah, anything else you want to talk about or plug this morning? Any other statistics you might want to share this morning about fire safety, fire prevention?
Looking through some of these before we came out, there are just a couple that really stuck out, and I think the one we see on TV most of the time is the number of deaths, and when I looked at website after website, that number fluctuated back and forth, but I think the one that is missed a lot is, in every 1,000 fires, there's 9.8 injuries. And these are not like, I burnt my finger or something. These are, you're going to the hospital and you're going to the burn center. So that's one that gets missed. When you think about that, you're probably going to the burn center and you're going to have months and months of rehab for something like this. And that's where these detectors come in. When you're sleeping, you are completely vulnerable to this type of stuff. This is the only thing that you can put in your house that will tell you to get up and get out and mitigate that, get you out before you are burnt. So that's why we push these so hard. It seems like every year, maybe not necessarily in Rochester, but Logansport, Warsaw, Clement, we hear of some kid or somebody that didn't make it out, and that's completely preventable. This little device right here can take care of that. So that's why this is such a big push for us.
Well, thank you both. Oh, do you have anything you want to say?
Just make sure you test those detectors.
Yeah.
Most of the time when detectors are present in a house fire and they don't operate, it's because of a power-related issue, whether it be battery or battery backup AC unit.
Yeah, it just takes a couple seconds to
Yes.
test it, so good to check it out.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for joining me this morning, and good luck with your event tomorrow, and thank you both for everything you do for the community.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, you can play here and help Randy try to get the trivia question right.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. You
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go
Don't
spot
with this one.
You got to test your knowledge here.
Man.
Which American city was the first to have a fire engine? Was it New York City, Philadelphia, Boston, or Baltimore? This fire engine's totally different than fire engines now. Just putting that out there.
I'm going to go with Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
I want to say Randy's right because
Yeah.
Philly's the first fire department, but I think Boston is the first career fire department. So that makes me think that if their career,
Yeah.
it's on between New York and Boston.
I'm bouncing between those two.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Boston.
I'll take New York then.
Okay. Well, Alec is right. It is Boston.
I got it.
1654, so it wasn't even
1654.
close to what you think of a fire engine now. It wasn't even anything real
Old
real
horses.
mechanical. Yeah, it was pretty old fashioned.
Chief might know what that was.
I feel that way some days.
We'll close here with some words of wisdom from Walter Scott, who is a Scottish novelist. For success, attitude is equally as important as ability.
That will do it for the first federal program this morning. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us, and go out tomorrow and see them at the fire station from noon to 3.
Yes, thank you, Randy.
Tanner, Todd, thank you.